If you've been wondering what you're going to do when your kids are gone, I want you to think as you age. Sometimes you get a new mole or something else pops up on your skin. And you think, God, where's that been? Well, skin conditions have always been there, but there's certain times in your life where they just emerge and they become apparent, seen, and they make themselves part of your world. And I want to talk about how, just like that, when your children leave, it's time for you to allow what has always been inside of you to emerge like that. Like you've been inside of a cocoon and you've just been waiting to pop out. That's what it's like when your children decide to part ways. Say, what am I going to do? Well, there's been a you hidden for many, many years. Let's say your kids are, 18, 19, 20 years old. So if you, like me, you put yourself to the side and, you said kids first and they got to eat and they need this and they need that. And, you didn't think about those little things you appreciate in life. Well, I would like to get this. But no, what the kids need, you take care of them first and then you come last, like what our grandmothers did. And so, just like whatever it is that's been hiding inside of you that suddenly pops up, there's a you inside of there. Well, I'm not going to say it's a little girl because you're a grown woman now, but there comes a point in time when you have to start rediscovering who you are. What are the things you really enjoyed doing when you were little? I enjoyed ice skating and roller skating. Now, don't get me wrong, I tried both and I almost broke a hip doing each one. I am clumsy by nature and I fell both times. Maybe I'll use my land feet and just stay on the ground. Not give an object the opportunity to throw me off my balance. So, um, what else did I do? What other parts of me emerged after my kids left? I started to do photography and I started to, I learned how to knit. So I made some king size king size blankets, and one of them weighs like 800 pounds. Even after all my hard work, I can't really use it. What else have I done? I don't know. I started traveling. I got to know new people. I took up yoga, and a couple years ago, man, I was ripped. I started to work out and I started to do keto and I would do yoga every day and I'd do just some cardio at a Stairmaster. Man, I was like a size, almost like a size medium. I was 170 at 6'2" or 6'1". I'm sorry. Man, I almost had a six pack. I really dove into it. I started to go to estate sales and found fun things from the past. And when you are an adult and you see something, you're like, I remember that from when I was a kid. That's the kind of stuff I would find. I found, remember from the 70s, those lemon skippets? It was a rubber ring that you'd put around your ankle attached to a another rubber piece, that a hose or whatever, that was attached to a lemon, a plastic lemon, and you'd skip. I found one of those. I found a Barbie dream house from the 70s. I find some cool things. But anyways, I want to talk about the fact that when your children are gone, you can start to play again. I know the whole skin thing, it sounds kind of maybe off-putting, but there's a you inside of there that has been hidden for so long that's ready to come out, ready to play, ready to have fun, ready to enjoy. Even if you take a walk with your phone and what did you enjoy doing when you were little? Did you like to play in the sand? Well, go to the beach and build a sand castle. You have no excuse anymore. What? Don't tell me you can't, because you can't. There's a lot of free things you can do. Go to the library and check that book out from when you were a little girl. I When I was younger, I read the book Hope for the Flowers by Trina Paulus, and it was about yellow and stripe. I have the tattoo on my back. And so I remember going to Barnes and Nobles as an adult and I found that book. And I said, holy cow, I found Trina Paulus on social media site. I think it was Facebook. And I reached out and I showed her pictures of my tattoo and we had a conversation. It was a dream come true for me, someone who loves to read. So, anyways, there is a you inside of there. I can't stress enough when your children are gone, you can start to come out of your shell. Don't stay in there. Life is too short. Let's just say you're given 24 hours to live. What are you going to do? Are you going to sit and wallow or are you going to get out and live? So, anyway, that's all I've got, and I'll be back.